it really felt that that loss against PSG last season really stung Slot. He's kind of mentioned it quite a few times after that. And maybe this summer transfer window was, a signal of intent for this Champions League campaign.
No, I completely agree. And I think if you ask me, obviously I want the Premier League, but this season I think the Champions League is the one that a lot of fans want. Given the new format, I think the level of the Champions League this season is another level with, obviously PSG being the holders. You got Barcelona coming through. Real Madrid are always going to be a threat. I think City will be a stiff competition in the Champions League as well. Not going to mention Arsenal. I don't think they'll be a threat in the Champions League. But I think, yeah, it's definitely the objective, I think, to be competitive in the Champions League. I mean, we absolutely blew the competition out of the water in the league phase with, finishing top 7 wins out of 8. And then it just got to that PSG game. And I think you can say it was a bit unlucky that we ended up facing the eventual winners of the Champions League. But I just think in that PSG game, it was just margins and we could have played a lot better. We did have chances. But PSG were a bit more competitive than us. So I'd say for this season, I do want to see us be a bit more competitive in the Champions League. And I think, a game against Atletico Madrid is the perfect way to, put out a statement in Europe. And I know people have said we haven't played well this season, but the Champions League's a different animal. And if you play well in the Champions League, then people take note of that. So, I think Slot will definitely want to progress further in the Champions League and be more competitive in that knockout phase. And I think that's why we've seen players like Wirtz, Ekitike, Isak being signed, because they're going to be the difference makers in the end.